Tank and Trucker, and I did some look and didn't see many, if any, reviews of the SAV M-43 Tank Destroyer. I just did actually take the derp gun off and I put the 75 millimeter on here, or 7.5 centimeter. I put that on and placed the derp gun, because that derp gun, I ran this thing 3 times. Out of the 3 times, everything I shot that was anything that was a tier 4 or above basically did crap for damage. That derp gun for this, guys, is just, it's junk. You're better off putting on the 7.5 centimeter, 75 millimeter gun. At least you have 130 pen with your AP, your premium AP rounds, and your standard AP rounds at least is, I think, yeah, 107. So, it's better than 110 for your premium, and I think the standard round for that was 35. It's really pitifully low. So anyways, let's go ahead and do a review of this pile of crapola. So yep, it is a tier 4 tank destroyer. A whole whopping 270 hit points. Front armor is 50, and your side armor is 15, and your rear armor is 15. So I want to say it's got sort of decent armor in the front. You get good gun depression, so if you can work a ridge line, that would be your best bet. Make sure you get your shot off and just get out of there as quick as you possibly can. Just due to the fact that everything pretty much penned me, and people. It's funny. I was really surprised at the amount of people in the lower tiers that are slinging all premium rounds. I was like, dang. So very interesting. So yeah, the gun on this one that I'm using now. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and throw the derp gun on there and do a review. Do it with the review. Whoops. With that gun on it, due to the fact that that's the gun I was using during the gameplay. But like I said, I did switch it to the 7.5 centimeter, and that's the gun I'm going to be using from now on. So yeah, looks pretty cool, that derp gun on there, but it's worthless. It's just the gun's a piece of crap. So stock on this is 6.12 rounds a minute. Standard pen is 65 with your AP, 110 with your heat, and 53 with your HE. Average damage is 350 and 350 for your standard premium round, and 370 for your HE rounds. Average damage per minute is 2143. That's if you actually penetrate anything, because with that gun, you're not. So, dispersion is really, really pitiful at 0.56. Yeah, you heard me right, 0.56. Aim time is 3.5 seconds. So, not, let alone do you have a bad dispersion, but your aim time is forever. Yeah, that's why I decided that gun is coming off here, because it is just a piece of junk gun. My rate of fire with this gun was 7.26 rounds a minute, so my reload was 8.27. Gun traverse is 42.67, and the hull traverse is 34.13. You got to go by basically the hull traverse to know what your spinning is going to be on this, obviously, because you don't have a turret. So 34 is not bad, but like I always say, if you see a scout or a medium that's coming at you, get up against a building, rock something, or just get the hell out of there, because they will circle strafe you to craziness. The gun depression on this is negative 14, which is phenomenal, and plus 20. The problem I had is basically both the matches that I had in here. The first one, the team kind of ran out, left me high and dry, and so I got like 2 shots off and got killed. And the match after that, just couldn't penetrate anything. This is a tier 4, and I was going against tier 6s. I hit an OI in the side, and I believe the first one, I think, bounced, and the second one did 21 damage. Um, the aim time with his derp gun is, even with vents, is 3.28. So yeah, that's pretty horrendous, and the dispersion's even worse at 0.53. So it is definitely not. You would think tank destroyer, set in the back, snipe stuff. Not with this gun, and that's exactly why I took it off. I took a couple shots of stuff, and the reticle literally goes boom, just shrinks in so so slow, it seemed like. So yeah, the derp gun is not the way to go. If you I recommend just using free experience and free experience over this thing. But if you don't have that option, you have to grind through it. I would definitely put the 7.5 centimeter, 75 millimeter on here, because it gives you a lot better penetration than the big derp gun does. Doesn't do 300 and what is this 350 and 370 average damage, but I'm telling you, this thing, you're not going to do that anyways. Um, I did hit one tank for 250 derp Tim, but it was that thing. I think it was a tier 3 with no armor. So um, my average damage per minute is 2540. Like I said, that's if you hit anything. It's very light. It's 12.79 tons, so don't ram stuff. It's got a Briggs and Stratton 162 horsepower lawnmower engine here. Um, Specific power to weight is 12.67. I don't understand how they're coming up with that because it says its top speed is 43 in forward and 20 in reverse. To me, it seemed ungodly slow. I mean, really slow. It does have good concealment at 33.09, but if you get lit in this, make sure you back up out of the way because everything's just going to pen you. View range is 399, and that is with nods. Yeah, so without nods, you might be able to see your hand in front of your face. So, yeah, 399 with nods. So that's telling you, without them, this thing's gonna be blind as a damn bat. And signal range is 465. So if you want to hold on for a minute, I will be right back with some gameplay for you. And yeah, try not and laugh because, like I said, the first team all YOLO to one side, and the second match, basically, our heavies just pretty much failed miserably. And I couldn't even pen the stuff that was coming around at me. So yeah, this thing you definitely want to try and free research over because it is a POS, piece of shit. So yeah, if you want to hold on just for a minute, I'll be right back. Hey guys, so here we find ourselves on Windstorm, and we're kind of down at I don't want to say the bottom of the barrel. There's a couple tier 3s in there, but yeah, we had Churchill 1, Churchill 3, a couple KV1s, OI Experimental, so we got some pretty good armor in that. S35CA, oh, man, I love the gun on that thing. Great penetration, and average damage is like 320 or 350. I mean, I can one-shot most of these tanks on the team here. They do have a KV220, but if you ever run into those, just shoot it in the turret, because the turret pretty much is, it's got 90 millimeters of armor, if I remember right, all the way around it, so... But anyways, yeah, so I saw that the S35CA was heading this way. Thought we actually had one more coming this way. And normally what I do when I see the team YOLOing all one way, I mean, like, do they not think that anybody's going to drive all the way through here, up into the hills, come right over here, get on our cap, and then out-cap us? Oh, what are you going to do? Oh, man, I tell you. But anyways... so I figured, I'm going to get up here by this windmill and see if I can spot anything for the idiots that are all YOLOing one way. Now I see I want to say a lighter medium. There he is right there, but it wasn't even close to zoomed in, so yeah, I should have not even pulled the trigger. Would have been better off just sitting there and maybe lighting up more tanks as I shot across that opening over there. So now watching the mini map here, there's a T-46 on my left, and I saw him. So I thought, that I know I can probably one shot. But look at the shrinking in on this. It's like forever. So I one shot him, and if just as I took that shot, because obviously I'm in sniper view, shrinking in. I'm not looking at my mini map. I'm looking at him because I need to shoot and kill him. He put a round right through, yeah, the front of me right there. Don't know if that were a standard or a premium round. Let me see if I can switch this real quick. I like to know. I've been noticing it's funny these lower tier matches. I've been noticing a lot of people just slinging the crap out of gold rounds. Nope, that was just an AP round. So actually shocked that I ran this thing like 3 times today, and most every round that hits me has been a premium round. It's got 50 or 55 frontal armor, but I mean it's so flat. It goes straight through you anyways. If you ever come up against one of these, just shoot it in the driver's hatch right there. Go right through it, or obviously right to the right of the gun. So basically, I just lit up 6 of them, so pretty much half their team is over here. And when I back up over the hill, I think there's a couple more coming on. Whoops, coming on the backside of the hill too. Yep. So I start backing down, and I'm like, oh shiznit. Got him right there. I thought I was gonna possibly be able to get a shell off, but so now I'm getting shot in the butt. Just got tracked, and I'm done. So yeah, believe it or not, you're gonna crap when I tell you this, because obviously our cap's right there. We've got one TD right here, which he's got a really good gun, and the modder that's got a real good gun, and RD should have been hauling butt, but I thought our team obviously were idiotic because they all went one way, but we actually pulled it off and win this match. I think, and I'm not gonna say it was because of me, obviously, but if I wouldn't have been there, they probably would have got a heck of a lot closer to the cap. I got a feeling if I wouldn't have gone over here, this S-35 CA, he wouldn't have set on the cap trying to get shots at anything that I was lighting. So I was kind of the guinea pig to light up the enemies, or light the enemy up in this area before they got to the cap. Kind of, that's what happened, unfortunately. I did hit that one T-46 for 250 hit points in one shot, and just basically one shot him. So if you hit lightly armored stuff, the derp gun is great. Obviously, you got to be up close and personal because the aim time is forever horrendous. The dispersion is horrendous too, 0.56. Oh my, that's bad. So I actually did put the other gun on here, the 75 millimeter. So if you want to hold on just a minute, I'll have some post game stats for you on this, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so here's the results of Windstorm there. You can see the team basically all went one way. Actually, I think there was like 2 tanks that were kind of rolling with me, and then I went up that hill. By the time I got to the top of the hill and kind of was focusing in on that tank that was out coming through the field and cutting back into the hills there, I took a shot at him, which pretty much a waste of a shell at that distance, but you never know. If you don't pull the trigger, you can't hit something if you don't pull the trigger. But so by the time I noticed the 2 people that were with me had hauled ass and left me hanging there high and dry, I ended up lighting up half their team basically. I lit up their PZ 4H. Well, their whole team. 2 PZ4Hs, a T67, SAV M-43, a medium 3, and a T46. The T46 I shot. Sorry about that, guys. Got one shot off at him and derped him for his full health of 250 hit points and killed him. So did 250 whopping damage in this beast. Pile of shit, I mean. And 1 kill, and my experience for that match was 320. I actually got a better win 8 and more experience on that match just due to the fact that I lit up half the team. Now, if I would have, did like the other 2 did and kind of scooted out of there, they would have probably capped us because our team would have not even known that they were over there till it was too late and they were on our cap. So it's probably, a good thing that I did stay over there. Normally, I would not. Usually, I'm like, if I see the team all, YOLO in one way, I'm not going to try covering a whole corner against 6 tanks by myself. But like I said, I think 2 tanks were heading over there with me, and then they just kind of hauled ass. So I had 2 shots, 1 hit and 1 pen for a whopping 250 damage. I got penned 4 times, hit 4 times. Spotted 6, damaged 1, destroyed 1, and Damage with my assistance was 115. Made 3,065 credits. What I should have probably done is tried staying up there and just not shooting and trying to get lights on the rest of the enemy team. But I would have been spotted anyways because they started coming up the hill there. So, what you gonna do? Anyways, if you want to hold on for a second, I'll have another match for you and some more results for that match. So just hold on, I'll be right back. Alrighty, here's the results of that match. This thing is a very underperforming tank destroyer. The amount of penetration this thing has in the shell selection just worthless. My recommendation for this is to try and free XP over it. Um, Even at, well, it's hard, kind of hard to, slam it too bad. The one match there that will, the one before this actually, the team all went one way. Actually, there was myself and two other tank destroyers that were heading to the west side of the map, and I got set up on the top of that hill. This thing is slow. It is very slow. And by the time I got to the top of the hill, I lit six of the enemy team there, and so I got basically uh, two shots off. I think one actually one shot one of their TDs, but I'll go over that one here. It's a very not a very good tank destroyer, to be honest with you. So I hit the OI. I believe I hit him right in the side there. Yeah, because I knocked out his track too, and I did all of 21 damage. That was with an HE shell, but the side armor on that, this only has 100 and I believe 104 pen, is it, on the HE? I mean the heat. 110 pen on the heat round. That would have never, it wouldn't have done anything to the OI. It would have laughed at it. So at least 21 damage is better than a bounce and no damage. Hit the T150 and basically knocked out his track, destroyed his track, and then also did 95 damage to him. And the AMX ELC there hit him one time, destroyed his track, and did 144 damage. So yeah, the gun on this says it can do up to 350 and 370, and I'm hitting for crap. Yeah, given that this is a um, tier 4, and I was taking on tier 6 tanks, but they definitely need to buff this. It's not even worth actually carrying an AP around. 65 pen, unless you get lucky and you're top dog, and your team is good enough to actually go one of the both ways. That's, I think, one of my biggest pet peeves is when your team all goes one way and leaves a side wide open. Uh, the good thing about when that happened was it gave me a better win 8, a lot more XP because I lit up half their team. So yeah, I only did 260 damage, got 133 XP, and we lost that match. Tell you, this is the repeat of yesterday. I actually coming down with the flu. Don't feel worth a crap today. So I haven't been playing, but the matches I have played to do these reviews. Let's see what my win rate is for today. It's El Crapola, I think. Now this breaks it on from over yesterday. So between yesterday and today, I had 28 matches and 10 wins. This is why I don't play small tier stuff because a lot of your newer players are in their tier 2s and 3s and 4s, and by the time they're hitting 5s and 6s, they're learning where to shoot and how to penetrate, and by the time they get in 7s and 8s, they're a little more seasoned, and by the time they're in 9s and 10s, then it's more doable. But I still see a lot of tier 9 and 10 matches where you just get romple stomped because you get people that are in a tier, their biggest tank is a tier 2, 3, or 4, let's say, and they go out and buy 8, 9, 10, 12 of the premium tanks, so that's their biggest tank is a tier 8, due to the fact that they got it through the tech, not through the tech tree, but through the premium shop. Their biggest actual tank from doing it through the tech tree and learning to play the game is usually like a tier 3 or 4. Saw one guy, I don't know, I don't think it was a reroll account. He had, we counted him, and I think it was 14 premium tanks. He had 14 premium tanks, but his biggest tank that he actually researched and had gotten through the tech tree was a Tier 3. So, yeah, if you don't know how to play a Tier 1, 2, or 3, how are you supposed to jump right into a Tier 8, tank or a 7 and think you're going to be any good? That's why you see a lot of these guys in Tier, 7 and 8 tanks that are, slinging HE at E100s, at their upper plate and shooting Super Pershings with HE rounds or heat rounds in the front because they don't realize it's got spaced armor. They don't know what spaced armor is, let alone angling and stuff. So we had 4 shots, 4 hit, and penned all 3 rounds for a whopping 260 damage. So definitely, if you can try not and shoot at things that are at distance, you're better off because the round is typical derp. It takes forever to get there. Basically, you could probably write them a letter, send it through the U.S. Postal Service, and they'll get it before your shell gets there. So we spotted 1, damaged 3, destroyed 0. After they resupplied the ammo and fixed Chitty Bang Bang here, we still made 1,068 credits, but yeah, our SU 100Y, he did pretty good. That's 932, and he's in a tank destroyer that's non-turreted. And for him to be able to do almost 1,000 damage compared to tanks that are turreted, like our OI, for instance, that had 1 shot, 1 hit, and didn't pen, that's telling me he's not shooting HE. He's probably shooting not the derp gun, but the one that does like average damage is 300 if you penetrate. Which in an OI, if he was shooting with that gun, that's actually pretty decent. So I don't know. T150 might have been able to bounce it. Or the other OI maybe. KV2 if we got real lucky, but I don't know. Yeah, so my recommendations are to, if you can free experience over this thing, definitely do it. The gun is very underwhelming. It's slow reload, for a Tier 4. It does have a couple other options I could put on here, but the most pen you're going to get up to is 130, and then you're looking at 110 damage, and your HE drops down to 38 pen and 175 damage. 130 pen in a Tier 4. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, definitely can tell it's not the derp gun, obviously. But 107 standard pen, definitely better than 65, and 130 for your premium round is, but I guess it doesn't matter if you put. You're probably better off with this gun. 13.6. What do we got here for a reload? Aim time is so much better, and the dispersion is still kind of 0.36, and that's with vents. Reload time is 3.71. I think I might actually just keep that on there, because that derp gun, even when you're top tier, I was noticing it just is underwhelming. Not that good of a gun for a derp. But so let's go ahead and we'll carry 2 of those. Carry a lot of those. So yeah, I think I'm gonna try it with this gun on the next time I run it. But with the derp gun, that derp gun is it's just underwhelming. The load time, the aim time, just dispersion, just everything about it really sucks. So probably better off putting the 7.5 centimeter on here. Yeah, it looks like it's probably got a way better chance of at least penetrating, and with a 3.71 reload, it's a lot faster than an 8-second reload for a gun that does 21 damage when it hits a tank. But the problem that I think I'm going to run into with 130 pen, that's not going to be able to pen an OI. This is not going to happen. I've got an OI. Where is, oh, I've just got my Sweden tanks up, that's why. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video, and like I said, if you can free research over this, I would highly recommend it. Just low hit points, no armor, just, you know, a couple shots and you're dead. So especially if there's no eye in on the enemy team, you got 270 hit points, so he'll one shot you because his average damage is 300. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please click the like button down below and subscribe to the channel. You guys take it easy, be safe, and I will see you on the battlefield.